Stefani Joanne Angelina Germanotta, born March 28, 1986, known professionally as Lady Gaga, is an American singer, songwriter, and actress. She is known for her imagery inventions and musical versatility. She studied at Collaborative Arts Project 21 through New York University's Tisch School of the Arts before dropping out to pursue a career in music. After Def Jam Recordings canceled her contract, she worked as a songwriter for Sony, a TV music publishing, where she signed a joint deal with Interscope Records and Atkins label, Con Live Distribution. In 2007, Gaga rose to prominence the following year with her debut studio album, The Fame, and its chart-topping singles Just Dance and Poker Face. The album was later reissued to include the EP The Fame, Monster 2009, which yielded the successful singles Bad Romance, Telephone, and Alejandro. Early life. Stefani Joanne Angelina Germanotta was born on March 28, 1986, at Lenox Hill Hospital in Manhattan, New York City, to an upper-middle-class Catholic family. Both of her parents have Italian ancestry. Her parents are Cynthia Louise, a philanthropist and business executive, an internet entrepreneur, Joseph Germanotta, and she has a younger sister named Natali. Brought up on the Upper West Side of Manhattan, Gaga said in an interview that her parents came from lower-class families and worked hard for everything. From age 11, she attended the Convent of the Sacred Heart, a private all-girls Roman Catholic school. Gaga has described her high school self as very dedicated, very studious, very disciplined, but also a bit insecure. She considered herself a misfit and was mocked for being either too provocative or too eccentric. In 2003, at age 17, Gaga gained early admission to Collaborative Arts Project 21, a music school at New York University's Tisch School of the Arts, and lived in an NYU dorm. She studied music there and improved her songwriting skills by writing essays on art, religion, social issues, and politics, including a thesis on pop artists Spencer Tunick and Damien Hirst. In 2005, she withdrew from school during the second semester of her second year to focus on her music career. That year, she also played an unsuspecting diner customer for MTV's Boiling Points, a prank reality television show. In a 2014 interview, Gaga said she had been raped at age 19, for which she later underwent mental and physical therapy. She has post-traumatic stress disorder, which she attributes to the incident, and credits support from doctors, family, and friends with helping her. Gaga later gave additional details about the rape, including that the person who raped me dropped me off pregnant on a corner at my parents' house because I was vomiting and sick, because I'd been being abused. I was locked away in a studio for months. In 2005, Gaga recorded 2 songs with hip-hop artist Mel Mel for an audiobook accompanying Cricket Casey's children's novel The Portal in the Park. She also formed a band called the SG Band with some friends from NYU. They played gigs around New York and became a fixture of the downtown, Lower East Side club scene. After the 2006 Songwriters Hall of Fame New Songwriters Showcase at the Cutting Room in June, talent scout Wendy Starland recommended her to music producer Rob Fusari. Fusari collaborated with Gaga, who traveled daily to New Jersey, helping to develop her songs and compose new material. The producer said they began dating in May 2006 and claimed to have been the first person to call her Lady Gaga, which was derived from Queen's song Radio Gaga. Their relationship lasted until January 2007, a scantily clad Gaga singing on a stage. She has a microphone and black stockings. Gaga performing at Lollapalooza in 2007. Fusari and Gaga established a company called Teen Love Child, LLC, to promote her career. They recorded and produced electropop tracks, sending them to music industry executives. Joshua Sarubin, the head of artists and repertoire at Def Jam Recordings, responded positively, and, after approval from Sarubin's boss Antonio Reed, Gaga was signed to Def Jam in September 2006. She was dropped from the label 3 months later and returned to her family home for Christmas, Gaga began performing at neo-burlesque shows, which according to her represented freedom. During this time, she met performance artist Lady Starlight, who helped mold her onstage persona. The pair began performing at downtown club venues like the Mercury Lounge, the Bitter End, and the Rockwood Music Hall. Their live performance art piece, known as Lady Gaga and the Starlight Review and billed as the ultimate pop burlesque rock show, was a tribute to 1970s variety acts. They performed at the 2007 Lollapalooza Music Festival. In late 2007, Gaga met with songwriter and producer Red One. She collaborated with him in the recording studio for a week on her debut album, signing with Cherry Records, an Interscope imprint established by producer and songwriter Martin Kirstenbaum. She also wrote 4 songs with Kirstenbaum. Despite securing a record deal, she said that some radio stations found her music too racy, dance-oriented, and underground for the mainstream market, to which she replied, "My name is Lady Gaga. I've been on the music scene for years, and I'm telling you, this is what's next." By 2008, Gaga had relocated to Los Angeles to work extensively with her record label to complete her debut album, The Fame, and to set up her own creative team called the House of Gaga, modeled on Andy Warhol's The Factory. The Fame was released on August 19, 2008, and reached #1 in Austria, Canada, Germany, Ireland, Switzerland, and the UK, as well as the top 5 in Australia and the US. Its first 2 singles, Just Dance and Poker Face, reached #1 in the United States, Australia, Canada, and the UK. The latter was also the world's best-selling single of 2009, with 9.8 million copies sold that year, and spent a record 83 weeks on Billboard magazine's Digital Songs chart. 3 other singles, A, Love Game and Paparazzi, were released from the album. The latter most reached #1 in Germany. Remixed versions of the singles from The Fame, except A, were included on hit mixes in August 2009 at the 52nd Annual Grammy Awards. The Fame and Poker Face won Best Dance, Electronica Album and Best Dance Recording, respectively. In February 2011, Gaga released Born This Way, the lead single from her studio album of the same name. The song sold more than 1 million copies within 5 days, earning the Guinness World Record for the fastest-selling single on iTunes. It debuted atop the Billboard Hot 100, becoming the 1,000th #1 single in the history of the charts. Its second single, Judas, followed 2 months later, and The Edge of Glory served as its third single. Both reached the top 10 in the US and the UK. Her music video for The Edge of Glory, unlike her previous work, portrays her dancing on a fire escape and walking on a lonely street, without intricate choreography and backup dancers. Born This Way was released on May 23, 2011, and debuted atop the Billboard 200 with first-week sales of 1.1 million copies. The album sold 8 million copies worldwide and received 3 Grammy nominations, including Gaga's 3rd consecutive nomination for Album of the Year. Rolling Stone listed it among the 500 greatest albums of all time in 2020. Born This Way's following singles were You and I and Marry the Night, which reached numbers 6 and 29 in the U.S., respectively. While filming the former's music video, Gaga met and started dating actor Taylor Kinney in July 2011, who played her love interest. She also embarked on the Born This Way Ball tour in April 2012, which was scheduled to conclude the following March, but ended 1 month earlier when Gaga canceled the remaining dates due to a labral tear of her right hip that required surgery. While refunds for the cancellations were estimated to be worth $25 million, the tour grossed $183.9 million globally. In 2011, Gaga also worked with Tony Bennett on a jazz version of The Lady is a Tramp, with Elton John on Hello Hello for the animated feature film Nomeo and Juliet, and with The Lonely Island and Justin Timberlake on Three-Way. She also performed a concert at the Sydney Town Hall in Australia that year to promote Born This Way and to celebrate former U.S. President Bill Clinton's 65th birthday. In November, she was featured in a Thanksgiving television special titled A Very Gaga Thanksgiving, which attracted 5.7 million American viewers and spawned the release of her 4th EP, A Very Gaga Holiday. In 2012, Gaga guest starred as an animated version of herself in an episode of The Simpsons called Lisa Goes Gaga, and released her first fragrance, Lady Gaga fame, followed by a second one, Ode to Gaga, in 2014. In 2012, Gaga launched the Born This Way Foundation, a non-profit organization that focuses on youth empowerment. It takes its name from her 2011 single and album. Media proprietor Oprah Winfrey, writer Deepak Chopra, and U.S. Secretary of Health and Human Services Kathleen Sebelius spoke at the foundation's inauguration at Harvard University. The foundation's original funding included $1.2 million from Gaga, $500,000 from the MacArthur Foundation, and $850,000 from Barney's New York. In July 2012, the BTWF partnered with Office Depot, which donated 25% of the sales, a minimum of $1 million of a series of limited edition back-to-school products. The foundation's initiatives have included the Born Brave bus that followed her on tour as a youth drop-in center as an initiative against bullying.